Mac, you know what that building is going to be like tomorrow night. What is it going to be like for you going on the other side and just knowing it's going to be revved up and you got the two best teams in the East going at it?
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, two teams that have earned the right to be there, and I can speak for our group. We're as hungry and as desperate and as willing to do whatever it takes at this point to try and keep this journey going here. So we've had a lot of time to think and prep, and now we know our opponent, and it's exciting that we get to go out and finally play tomorrow.
Alex, what kind of challenge does a goalie like Shesterkin present for your team, and do you get any benefit by the fact that the guy that you practice against is a lot like him?
Yeah, that was going to be my answer till you brought it up. I think they're very similar in the sense that it's very tough to beat them, to score low on them. You kind of have to get in their way. They have to not be able to see the puck. You have to make it really difficult on them. He's obviously a very high-class goalie. We've seen in these playoffs he's been able to, play well. I don't know about steal games, but he's been great in a lot of high-pressure situations, just like Vasilevsky. But when you can't see the puck, it makes it a lot more difficult. So we're going to try to do that.
Alex, you guys have made a lot of trades since you've been here as far as the deadline's concerned. Just how can you describe the impact or just how it changed your team when the guy next to you got acquired in 18 and how it changed the look of what you guys are doing?
Yeah, it was, I think, that was the first kind of piece going forward for us and becoming the team that we are today. He could tell you more about everything that happened that day. I think, ever since he's been here, leader on this team, a guy that when you think about the past couple playoff series, one of our best, if not our best player. But since then, we've also gained a lot of other players. So it seems like a lot of the trades that we've made have been really what we've needed to get over that hump. And credit to Julian in making those trades.
Ryan, Coach decided to go 11-7 with the balance with 7 defensemen. Gives you a little bit of a rest, and you may be paired up with somebody else then?
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, we've done it a handful of times now. The group back there has got a lot of experience, and, we know the course of a game. You might be going out with different guys, different partners. And the good thing is we work on all situations. We know what's expected of us, and it shouldn't really change the way we play, just because you go out with a different partner. So we're all pretty familiar with each other now at this point. So it's about going out and execute and get the job done with whoever's next to you.
Hey, Ryan, just what are your thoughts on Adam Fox? And could you speak to your experience, too, of what it's like as a young defenseman, your first couple playoff runs and what that's like to your first few series wins like that?
I mean, definitely the experience, it's tough to really put into words. Playoffs, you never know how a series is going to go. But you know that, at least in his shoes, his role, he's dependent on a lot for that team's success. So I think you can see he's handling it pretty well, obviously, with the way he's played, and it's gotten the team, been a big help as far as getting the team to the conference finals. So I think I don't really know him too well personally, but he just seems to be playing to his game. You see him make an impact pretty much every night, getting on the score sheet, moving the puck, getting the puck in the hands of their skilled guys, and if not, finishing the puck himself. So definitely a key player for them in this series, and somebody we've got to be aware of when he's on the ice, and hopefully try not to let him get to his game as much.
Alex, is it more about what you guys need to do, or is it more about trying to stop them, or is that the one and the same?
It's a tough question. I think it's more about what we need to do. There's obviously certain things that they do, and we're going to focus on that. But if we're playing our game the way we know how to play, you typically don't have to worry too much about what they do. You start worrying about what they do when you're not playing that well. So, yeah, to answer it quickly, it's more about us.
Ryan, I know you don't necessarily look at results from the regular season, but is there something you can take from having played them, how they play, especially that last meeting you guys had here that was, a low-scoring 2-1, which I guess we expect in this series?
Well, I think they defend really well. They play really well structurally and got a lot of speed all the way through their lineup. So it's a good skating team with a lot of speed, and it forces you to really have to play quick, anticipate your next play. Like Killer said, we try and focus on what we can control and the way we're playing. And for us, it's about being simple and defending hard ourselves and letting our offense come from there. I think they do a good job of that themselves. So two evenly matched teams, two teams, like I said, earn the right to be here for a reason. And it's about, who executes now here going forward and who gets their game and ultimately who gets to 4 wins. So it should be fun.